of the Criminal Investigations Division, that is Captain Leland Lassiter. We also have members of the Criminal Investigations Division that help and work tirelessly on this case. So I will now call up the Chief of Police, Todd Dalboy, for an update.
Okay. As all are aware, um, we took a report on Friday, March 18th of this year, about 9:40 p.m. of a drive-by shooting that took place here in the city of New Iberia. There was 4 individuals struck by gunfire, and as you're aware, one infant, 6-month-old infant, was also struck. The current status of the victims at this point is stable, with the exception of the infant, which is in critical condition. We ask for prayers for this infant, that there is, breakthrough medically, that the child comes through. With this said, our investigative unit, investigative team, have been working tirelessly over the last few days, day and night, to bring closure and bring justice for these victims of this heinous crime. It takes a special kind of bottom feeder to do something as horrendous as this. The only thing I can say about the people that are involved in doing this is there is only one place that they need to be, and it's not in society where they don't regard human life the same way we all do every day. So without further ado, the investigation has concluded. The following people, our investigators have obtained a warrant for the following individuals. Amari Benoit, 7 counts of attempted first-degree murder, aggravated criminal damage to property, use of weapons, and firearms present in a firearms-free zone. The interesting part about Amari is that on October 1st, 2020, we had worked a homicide and several shooting victims here in the city off of Buckeye Street, where Amari was arrested and charged with first-degree murder on October 28th of 2020. He was then afforded and had bonded out of jail, and now you see that he is again involved in another crime similar to the one he did before. This crime back on October 1st of 2020 was an ambush style where he shot at several individuals, killing 1 person and injuring 3 others. This is the same type of thing where it's a drive-by, and we have 4 victims and 7 total people that were in the vicinity of these shots. The second individual that we have obtained warrants on is McTory, also wanted for 7 counts of attempted first-degree murder. McTory is also has a residence in Westlake, Louisiana. We have contacted the Chief of Police in Westlake and passed on the information that this individual is wanted. We're currently seeking and ask for the public's assistance in locating these 2 individuals. Crime Stoppers line is open, and anonymous tips, and we ask for the public's assistance in locating these individuals. Obviously, you see that we consider both armed and dangerous. Amari, with his past history of being arrested for a 2 years ago first-degree murder, we consider him armed and dangerous. We ask the public to take precautions, and if he is spotted or known where his location is, notify their law enforcement authorities in that area, if it's here or any other jurisdiction. The vehicle that these individuals were traveling in is a 2020 Dodge Challenger, gray in color, that has a temporary Louisiana tag. It is known to also have a Texas temporary tag placed on it, and intelligence says that this particular vehicle may make its way to being painted a different color. So it may not be the same color you're seeing here. But this is the vehicle we're looking for, and the 2 individuals that are both our investigators have obtained arrest warrants for. Again, we ask for prayers for the family and for the recovery of this infant. Um, you know, these types of crimes and the type of element that's going to go out and commit this type of heinous act is it's no place for in any community, especially here in the city of New Iberia. So you will see a step up of enforcement in our areas. Our patrol officers, all the way through our investigators, will continue to work diligently with the community leaders and continue to make efforts to try to this element from our community. So with this said, I invite the mayor to come and say a few words.
You often see me talk about projects, but never forget that I know and my community knows that this is the most important function of government, to keep our community safe and to find justice for the victims. So I'm just here to say community policing works. Our department is less than 4 years old. We're built on community policing. We've gotten as far as we have and solved many crimes. Because of that, I ask for continued participation from our community. If you know something, say something. Use the tip line. Call my office. I'll talk to you, whatever. But we have to continue to be diligent in our law enforcement efforts, and I can tell you that we will. You will see a stepped up presence. We also have some help from the Sheriff's Department on this one, and I welcome that, and anybody else that wants to come. But what we're about, what our PD is about, what we were built on, and what our administration is about with the PD, as well as every one of our officers, is we know the most important function of government is to keep our community safe, and it's to seek justice for our victims. And that's just what we're going to do. And when you have a crime that affects a 6-month-old baby, I mean, it's just unacceptable. So we will throw everything we have, and I can tell you that I will, any dollar amount I need to, any amount of manpower, whatever we have to throw at it. We're not defunding the police here, I can tell you. So anything we can do to bring justice and to bring closure to this case, that's what we want to do. So I thank you. I thank for you all coming today because this is important. Again, community policing works, so we need the community, as they have in the past, to participate, pass along what you see, and help us bring these people to justice. Thank you.
With that said, we can take questions if you have any questions. Yes?
If the two suspects are arrested, what charges would they be facing?
The charges will up. Lieutenant Matthews, to step here.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? I'm Lieutenant Matthews. I'm with the Investigations Division of the Iberia Police Department. Each one will be charged with 7 counts of attempted first-degree murder, aggravated criminal damage to property, illegal use of weapons, and firearms in the school zone. That will be the charges once they are arrested and captured.
Anything else?
Can you go over the identifications for the victims?
I know the Dacia? The Dacia.
The 6-month-old baby have lost permanent vision in her left eye. All of them have been discharged from the hospital except for the infant, who is still in critical condition. The 200 block of V. Jackson Drive.
Was the infant also shot in her head?
Yes. Anything else? All right. Thank you guys for coming.
One other quick thing before we close. I'd also like to extend my gratitude to Louisiana State Police. I did speak with the Colonel yesterday evening, who was afforded or offered assistance from anything that he has at his agency, State Police. We have utilized their fusion center and other resources that they have available to us. As always, just like with our collaborative effort with Iberia Sheriff's Office, we have that same collaboration with Louisiana State Police and every other agency within our reach. There is, and the mayor mentioned that there is no resource that we won't reach to make sure that we keep our community safe. It's the responsibility that I and our department have taken on, and we take it seriously, and we will work diligently to make sure that we keep our community safe. So I thank all of you for being here.
How did you guys land these 2 individuals as suspects?
We received numerous tips from our community, and that led us to to go in the direction of looking for these suspects. So it's a credit to our community. What the mayor talked about earlier, community policing does work. People do call, people do care. We have a great community overall. This evil act done by a couple of individuals that don't regard human life, but it's not the totality of our community as a whole. Our community as a whole is united and they care, and that's why our investigators work tirelessly to make sure that we bring closure so we can take this part and leave this chapter behind us. It's unfortunate that this individual was afforded an opportunity to get back out in society again after taking another human life a couple of years ago, and then take a human life again, or attempt to take a human life again. Hopefully this time that we'll have the ability to hold and send this individual where he needs to be away from our society. He's obviously shown propensity that not only will he do it, he'll do it again. So that's why we caution our community to consider this individual armed and dangerous. So thank you.
Do you have any idea of what the motive was for the shooting? Was it just a random event?
There were several.
Well, we're going to hold on to that sensitivity of the case, but we have looked at that, and we are in a direction of what led us to these individuals.
And for y'all being in law enforcement, how upsetting is it to see these guys go in for one thing, get back out, and not even a year later just do the same thing again?
Frustrating. You know, it's a sensitive subject that, you know, us as law enforcement are always here on the side of protecting our community from being victims. Never in a business we always treat individuals as individuals. We always treat them with respect and courtesy that every individual deserves. But there are certain people that don't regard human life and don't regard society in the same way that we want to live. People want to live their lives free to walk down the street and walk to the store and not have to worry about being a victim of a gunfire. You know, it's just senseless. You know, people deserve the ability to be able to walk down the street in peace. And to have acts like this is discouraging. You know, and we work closely with our district attorney, and you know, we trust our system, but also we're hoping that and continues to do what it's supposed to do, which is to take these types of things and hold the people accountable for what they've done. Thank you. Sorry to get y'all out in the bad weather. Y'all need more time with the pictures on the screen, or what do y'all need?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, if you don't mind, we can.
Kevin, if you want to get both of them, that way they can catch both of the screens.